Hi, everybody, and this is the explanation for the fifth math problem on the Math No Calculator section on my website's shortened SAT diagnostic test. Let's get right to it. Let me share this. Number 5 says, Cuthbert is conducting a chemistry experiment. Cuthbert, how many Cuthberts do you know? Cuthbert is conducting a chemistry experiment that calls for a number of chemicals to be mixed in various quantities. Then it says the one amount of which he is unsure is grams of potassium, which they're calling P. Now I'm going to mark this up as I go. Grams of potassium, and that's P. They're giving us the variable for that. That's the number of grams of potassium. Then it said if Cuthbert is certain that, and now, right, got a whole bunch of stuff. I'll read it anyway. If Cuthbert is certain, now I don't know how anybody could be certain of this, but Cuthbert is, that 3p squared plus 4p plus 24 minus 2 parentheses, p squared plus 7p plus 20 equals 0. Now, Cuthbert's certain of that. What is one possible value of 3p plus 6? You know we have to circle that. They're not asking for p. They're asking for 3p plus 6. Why? Doesn't matter. That's what they're asking for. We got to keep our eyes on that. So it says, what's one value of 3p plus 6, which represents the exact number of grams of potassium that Cuthbert would like to use for his experiment? Whether he wants to use it or not, we are looking for 3p plus 6. Now, how in the world do we get there? Well, it seems like we better find out what p is. If we knew what p was, we could easily find out what 3p plus 6 was, right? All right. So the question is, how do I get out of the gate? Well, I'm going to tell you, look at this and just think of something that you could do with that. What's something you could do with this big string of stuff? And the answer I'm hoping you came up with is combine like terms. Why don't we distribute the two and combine like terms and then see what that gets us? Let's do it. So 3p squared, I'm going to distribute first. There's nothing to distribute here, plus 14p plus 24 minus, now I'm going to distribute a minus 2 to everything, not a 2, but a minus 2. Remember, this minus stays with this 2 throughout all of the distribution. Okay, smart kids miss minuses more than anything else. Okay, and you're all smart kids. I don't say anything about dumb kids. There's no dumb kids. People miss minuses. Minus 2p squared minus 14p minus 40 equals 0, right? I just distributed a minus 2, minus 2p squared minus 14p minus 40. Now I'm going to combine like terms. Well, I have a 3p squared and a negative 2p squared. That leaves me with p squared. I'm just going to cross them out so I don't get confused. 14p minus 14p. Well, I like that. That goes away because that equals 0. And then I've got 24 minus 40. No calculator. Got to count it up. That's going to be minus 16. Don't forget the 0. That equals 0. All right. Well, I could factor this out. I could do a reverse FOIL on this, but there's something that looks a little simpler. Why don't we get the number on the right side and see what we get? P squared equals, if I add 16 to both sides, p squared equals 16. Well, in order to get rid of this square symbol here, I just take the square root. Now, if I do one thing to one side, I've got to do the same thing to the other. So the square root of p squared equals the square root of 16. Well, the square root of anything squared equals that thing. I just lose my radical and I lose the exponent. So the square root of p squared equals p. And the square root of 16 equals 4. So p equals 4. And now all I have to do is plug p into what they're looking for. 3p, well, 3 times p is 12, plus 6 is 18, and the answer is B. That's what Cuthbert wants. All right, Cuthbert's happy. I hope you're happy. You know what to do if you got any questions. Call, write, text, send a paper airplane with a note on it, send up a smoke signal, contact me in some way. Let me know. I'll help you out. All right, see you next time. Bye-bye.